should be starting up relatively soon. Please give me a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Thumbnail. Thumbnails up to Twitch going. Rumble is going. Yep, that is going as well. Looks like everything is going good. Let me check my other computer. Please give me a moment. Another moment. And it looks like everything's going good. Bang. I lost a couple YouTube subscribers. Oh well. Yep, I think everything's good. So let's go and get started. Got some people submitted me some replays. I believe, yep, it's probably these ones. Probably the Oldster was submitted to me. Yeah, Angeville, Langres. Let's go and do this one first because this one tends to be, I don't know why, it is this map in particular does not like my new graphics card. I have no idea why. Let's check something on my other computer. Let's go and get started. Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Wehrmacht forces. We have the Oldster. Spawn on the north side as the US forces. We have 5, 7, 3, 5, 4, 0, 4, 1. And oh, I saw something on my stream. I just needed to disable, there we go. Disabling the preview on OBS tends to fix a lot of issues. So, let's see what's going on. Of course, engineers, more engineers been put field. No barracks just yet. Wehrmacht quarters on the build queue. Pioneers eyeing for the fuel point, and now perhaps afterwards heading to the munitions point. Barracks going up. Wehrmacht's quarter has been completed. Looks like more engineers. So it's going for 3 squads of engineers versus just appears to be the 2 pioneers. So it's probably going to be better capping pressure for the US forces. However, the Wehrmacht quarter should be able to fight a little bit better with that little bit extra manpower. Volksgrenadiers almost complete. Riflemen on the way.
Was wünschen Sie? What do you want? Volksgrenadiers reporting to the front.
First squad of Volksgrenadiers now out on the field. And we do got these engineers capturing the various flanks as well as in the center. Capturing basically in every single direction. Not bad. Pioneers looks like eyeing for the munitions point, and now eyeing a bit of wire over here just to make sure it's nice and secure. He, of course, is on the wrong side of the house. We'll need to get to the, we'll have to go the far way around the house there, the less safe path. And now we do got a quick jeep deployed on the field as well. Over here we got the Volksgrenadiers advancing on forward. And a side note as well, my apologies for the bad quality of replay, because this map, my computer does not like this map. I have no idea why it does not like this map. Well, of course, when a replay gets submitted to me, I do try to cast it. I have no idea why it's just this map is not well liked. Jeep now advancing forward, trying to overrun that Pioneer. The Pioneer does fall back in time. No damage on the Jeep just yet, no penetrating shot. And now I do have this Pioneer squad will be receiving fire next from the Jeep. Going to be trying to knock him around. Does knock him out of the capture point there. Very nice. And our Pioneer does get some decent damage there onto that Jeep. At the current rate, the Pioneers will win. Engineers now advance forward, trying to get some good damage there onto the Pioneers. Maybe trying to stop the decapture there. Pioneers now being micro to dance around the Jeep. Volksgrenadiers now advancing forward. The Volksgrenadiers should be able to force back those engineer column, and the Pioneers do fall back to a bit of heavy cover there to avoid any additional damage. Engineers needs to perhaps pursue those engineers a little bit more so it prevents them from repairing up the Jeep. Now the Pioneers are to capture that point there. Volksgrenadiers still continues to get some additional fire onto that Jeep now. Jeep now reversing on back, and he should be nice and safe. No, the Volksgrenadiers are still advancing on forward. We do now have a second Volksgrenadier squad on the field, and a third one's on the way. Maybe a good idea to go for a casualty recovery bunker since he has so many Volksgrenadiers. That will help him potentially pull out some free Grenadiers. US player does sound like he has a squad of riflemen now on the field. Yes, we do have a squad of riflemen out in the field. Though I think the gunfire I was hearing in the background was actually part of the Volksgrenadiers. Riflemen and Volksgrenadiers engaging at long range. Fuel point has been captured with the Wehrmacht player. A quick look at the mini-map. We've got the two Volksgrenadiers. They could perhaps engage that rifleman no problem. Volksgrenadiers here could be receiving fire from the Jeep. The Jeep is now fully repaired. In fact, it does get a burst there on the Volksgrenadiers. Over here, the riflemen are engaged by both of these Volksgrenadiers, getting some good damage onto them. And the riflemen now eyeing for the garrison. Usually I would say it's not exactly a great garrison, but if the other windows start firing against this guy here, at least they'll get all their guns firing. Jeep now advancing forward, trying to get some damage onto the Volksgrenadiers. Doesn't exactly get a flank there. Rifleman advancing on forward, trying to get some damage onto the Volksgrenadiers. And now, yeah, this Volksgrenadier is going to just overwhelm. There's too much forces there. Speaking about too many forces, we got the Riflemen still being engaged by the two Volksgrenadiers. Riflemen down to less than half health, as we got the Volksgrenadiers engaging from the house in multiple angles. There's enough windows for the Riflemen to engage from against those multiple squads, but he's still not going to be winning out. Rifleman squad needs to get out of the garrison, does get out of the garrison time, and does withdraw in time, receiving no additional fire. Over here, the rifle. Oh, bars. Looks like he has raised the bar with bars. And now I do have a bunker being blown. I feel like a casual recovery bunker. Good combination. You can go for a second one, invest into a second one. You'd be surprised how two recovery bunkers can really net you a lot of squads. It's easy to kill off 2 medics. It's actually pretty difficult to kill off 4 medics. Especially when they spawn twice as fast because there's 2 medic stations. Rifleman squad receiving quite a bit of damage there. Bunker now complete. And this Rifleman and Volksgrenadier squad may need withdrawals sooner rather than later. Do now have this Pioneers advancing on forward, trying to get some damage on in, but it does get forced back off Flamer Engineers as well as regular Engineers, flanking the MG42, forcing back. Pioneers here not being upgraded with Flamer, but there is a Wehrmacht landmine there, but he does not find it just yet, which could be pretty good for the Wehrmacht player. Got now 2 MG42s on the field. He needs to get this one falling back. That Flame Pioneer poses a massive threat to the MG42. He's likely just going to lose the MG42 if he stays inside that garrison. He'll likely just lose outright. Does take out the engineer squad right there with the defense crews. Gains good damage there. And now the MG42 is now fully withdrawing. And now got these forces falling back. He looks like we'll save the MG42. The MG42 is setting on up, or no, poorly. Cash recovery bunker is not being researched just yet, and the Pioneer squad does fall back there as well. He does fully withdraw all these forces. Volksgrenadier is falling back. What is on the front line now? He does spot the bunker there. It can withstand quite a bit of abuse. Does find the landmine there onto the Flamer Engineer, so he could potentially easily save that bunker with that thing's that landmine. Getting the one squad that can actually damage the bunker. We'll take a bit of damage there. I don't think he has demolition charges. MG42 setting on up. We'll be able to get some great damage there, and does suppress 2 of those squads. Volksgrenadiers could advance on forward. He could pass the select Blitzkrieg, throw some assault grenades. He needs to focus down that Flame Engineer. We got a forward bunker being put on field. I disagree with the forward bunker. I doubt he's going to get that up. And it's pretty easy to flank that one. MG42 gains some good damage there on the Jeep, and now we've got Volksgrenadiers here. Trying to engage these engineers. Actually, the Flamer Engineer is also getting that upgraded, and now the bunker is being upgraded to Casualty Recovery Bunker. In action, that could net him some casualties. There's a expired casualty there. Oh, and he throws the engineers inside, but it seems a bit of fire there. He's a good damage to the Flamer Engineer, but he could just maintain max range and just take pot shots there. Got a landmine blown up by the Wehrmacht player. Very nice. And these guys do flinch forward. M42 setting up a flank there. 30 cal is firing against the Volksgrenadiers. And the M42 will suppress that rifleman squad. Minesweeper squad push way forward. Very nice. And now do have, I think, the battle phase, not battle phase, the skirmish phase. Battle phase is the actual last phase. I just used to call them battle phases because the Cavaliers do. Gets a good suppression there. Casualty recovery bunker is up and online. And did both those engineers just get wiped out? Nope, they managed to fall back. He will need to take out that bunker. With the skirmish phase complete, he can pull out a Kriegsbarracks in order to get out a Pak 38. Engine 42 looks like just trying to hit away against this. Then 30 cal's not dropping any casualties for the medics to recover. So for all the bunkers actually doing some decent work there. And these points along the flanks are not being bringing income because the strategic point here is just be captured by the US player.
We are ready to close with the enemy. MG under fire.
30 cal does drop, or M42 does drop a model there. And now this Volkswagen is receiving quite a bit of damage there. No casualty at the moment. M42 is full withdrawing as well. And the Volkswagen is fully withdrawal as well.
Where do you want us?
Volkswagen is receiving a bit of fire there. There's no Kampfkraft center floor in the field, nor supply yard. And right now he's getting some great damage on the Volksgrenadiers. Mine lane complete, so somebody deployed out a landmine somewhere. M42 set up a nice defensive location for flank. Medic does get gunned down there, and these rifle squads do get forced him back. The other medic has been killed because the casualties looks like not being recovered. And also the Volksgrenadiers here receiving a bit of fire. There is a landmine right there, so that's where that landmine is, but does have a minesweeper in this region. Very nice. He's going to start cleaning up the landmine now. Though the pioneer or the engineer may get wiped out. Landmine has not been cleaned on up, so he did save the landmine. And the flame engineers, if he advances too far forward, it's about to get recamouflaged. It could actually blow up right now. Does withdrawal, and does blow up there. Doesn't wipe out the entire squad there, but does get a couple casualties. US player didn't want it there anymore, and he got his wish. It's no longer there anymore.
Forward supply lines are
Volkswagen
broken.
or Rifleman squad does see a bit of damage there. We've got the Jeep over here.
Think you can handle it? Jawohl, mein Herr.
Jeeps on the region, and machine gun placement still here, as well as the casualty recovery bunker. Entry 42 setting it up, trying to engage this emplacement, gain some damage onto it, so we'll take a bit of time to clean on up. No Kriegsbarracks has been deployed on the field as well. And we do not see the skirmish phase just yet. He has quite a bit of resources
The
stockpiled
enemy
up.
has 300 points.
You may hear my drink opening up. Volkswagen here does withdraw. Got this medic being redeployed. Trying to find a casualty right there.
Point captured.
And the machine gun bunker will slowly go on down. Do not have the supply yard and the triage center now deployed on the field. So thus far, the casualty recovery bunker has covered no casualties. The medic is going to bring back this pioneer. May get still gunned down. Rifleman eventually one push way forward. Rifleman does get suppressed there by the MG42, and there's an MG42 to protect the flank of the MG42. And now I've got this Rifleman squad trying to eye for this cutoff point. Now we do got the Kriegsbarrack going for Pak 38 and the mortar, Granada Warfare. Rifleman getting some damage there. Machine gun bunker almost down.
Our forward supply lines are broken. The
And this
enemy has
strategic point does get decaptured, the cutoff point. Bunker does go down with machine gun placement there. And medic will recover the casualty.
cut off from supply.
Now got this medic pushing way forward. This medic is at full health. We'll drop a couple models there, getting another casualty down on the ground. Medic now receiving some fire there. He actually focused on the medic there. And now the rifle squad is receiving suppression there. This medic was already wounded, does go down as well, denying 2 more casualties there. Volksgrenadier squad not really advancing forward to engage the rifleman squad.
Our supply lines are broken. We have territory out of
The rifleman
supply.
does decapture that point now. Pack 38 has been deployed out in the field. Grenade Warfare almost deployed, and a Grenadier on the way as well.
We are losing territory.
So far, the Wehrmacht player has not deployed out, got a doctrine selected. The US player right now is deploying out M1 AT gun. No doctrine selected
Grenades
either.
have arrived.
Grenades have been arrived. He does have 4 command points as well. That's quite a number of command points there. Oh, he lost one to MG42s now, didn't he? Throws out a couple. Oh no, I switched players. Does throw some grenades air into the garrison. Clears out the MG42 with one of them. The other MG42 now seeing quite a bit of fire there. Volksgrenadiers kept at that point. Yeah, I switched the player colors and that threw me off a bit. Over here, Volksgrenadiers captured that point.
Enemy unit down.
Decent damage there. Rifleman squad sees good damage there. Overrun the Volksgrenadier. Grenade Warfare in nice place there. Especially 2 riflemen. Unvetted riflemen received a pretty nice mortar hit there. And got this. Flame Engineer finds another landmine. Rifleman capturing up the multiple points on the field. And he does drop a bar. The engineers, I don't know if they can or can't pick that up. The Grenadiers and Volksgrenadiers can pick that up, but the Rifleman does go ahead and pick that other one up. 2 Grenadiers now pulling field, so he has a lot of forces deployed on out.
Our supply lines are broken. We have territory.
Does have
out of
Kampfkraft Center.
supply.
Definitely needs to get infantry veterancy, that's for sure. And support weapon veterancy or light vehicle veterancy wouldn't hurt as well. Another casualty being claimed by the medics. Jeep finally moved around. Has it been there the entire game?
Objective captured.
You now have the Volksgrenadiers kept at the cutoff point there. And now we've got Infantry 1 there. Rifle squad. He's damage there. There's a Volksgrenadier or Wehrmacht landmine there. And almost loses Volksgrenadier squad. Does lose the Volksgrenadier squad. But no oversight there. There's a couple casualties there. I'm not sure if he's in range. Medics are charging forward. He recovers 2 of those casualties. That will give him a free squad. And one AT gun firing away. Throws another grenade there. Gets good hit down the Grenadiers. And I think the casualties may be starting to expire. Grenadiers do fall back, and now the medics are exposed. The Volksgrenadiers gain some damage on the riflemen. And now we got the MG42 setting it up. Gains a great damage on the rifleman squad. Does throw a frag grenade there. It does decrew the MG42. The rifleman squad, it gets 4 sun back. And recovering both these casualties will net him a free squad. But now he's going to receive fire from the T-17. Rifleman squad trying to stop the Volksgrenadiers from catching that MG. He does get the MG captured up. Falls back to Volksgrenadier. He may lose that Volksgrenadier squad. Does fall back there. One of the medics have gone down. And after 8 does roll a miss there. Frag grenade was thrown. Guns down the other medic. So no free Grenadier there. Rifleman now trying to capture that. Does capture the MG42. And looks going to retreat back with it. Flame Engineers fades forward, does take out the T-17. It was just left there to be engaged by the Pack 38. Flame Engineers are overrunning this Pack 38. Grenade Warfare setting on up, trying to engage these engineers. And this close range shot could get a great hit there. Ooh, gets a good hit there. Grenadiers could recapture that AT gun. He has 2 Volksgrenadiers, 2 Red Grenadiers. I think one of the Volksgrenadiers. Oh, most zeal. Oh, got Terror Doctrine there. Wipes out both of those Flame Engineers. That's a big oversight. Now he's completely out of engineers. He has 6 command points.
Armor company on fast deployment.
And now we got Armor Company going for the Calliope line. Propaganda War does get put on the field. US landmine right there.
57mm at your service.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
Looks like the MG42 has been re-secured. I'm not sure by who, though. Oh, and maybe. Oh yeah, it was by the rifleman. He did not stop that from being secured up like that. Pioneers laying down some landmines over here. Now I do have a T-17 being deployed on the field. Multiple rifleman squads advancing forward, getting some damage there on the Volksgrenadiers. And we've got a number of Wehrmacht landmines here. US player, his munitions not that high, so he does not have access to Allied War Machine. He could try pulling out 2 stag hounds and use that for Allied War Machine. Right now he does not have any engineers. Oh no, he does have a squad of engineers now. And that's a destroyed engine crit there. Volksgrenadiers maybe either rush forward with a Panzerfaust. I don't think the Grenadiers could be being upgraded with a Panzerschreck. Volksgrenadiers eyeing for Panzerfaust, fires the Panzerfaust. Looks like he got out of range, fires again. And he needs to get a bit closer to it. Fires again. Whiffing a lot of these shots of the Panzerfaust. And he still keeps on getting interrupted there. He needs to push forward with it. And gets the repaired engine crit there with his engineers. I'm surprised he was able to do that. That was a complete whiff there by the Wehrmacht player. Volksgrenadiers engaging their rifleman squad. Volksgrenadier squad does fall back. 2 casualties still only played. Now there's 2 T-17s still on field. He's going to use that for his Allied War Machine for the time being. Let's not upgrade them with anything at the moment. You need the munitions. Rifleman squads advance forward against the damage around these Volksgrenadiers and Rugged Grenadiers.
200 points.
He does throw a pair of frag grenades there on the Grenadiers. I think he got a bit too much friendly fire damage there. Rugged Grenadiers getting some great damage there on the Rifleman squad. Medics are charging forward, trying to pick up some more casualties. There is a Wehrmacht landmine there. There was a Wehrmacht landmine there. He does pick up casualty right there. The other casualty has expired. Ak-38 camouflage right there. We do not got the Schum armor being employed on the field. Going for a 2-3-4 wouldn't be half bad, or for a Nebelwerfer, I would say. Though he still has a Granada Warfare there, so it doesn't really need a Nebelwerfer. So maybe a good idea to go for a 2-3-4. Do see a 2-3-4 on the build queue. No level supply yard just yet. And over here, we got Veteran C2 infantry. Very nice.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
Granada Warfare random miss, looks
We're
like.
losing territory.
They rolled another miss there. Grenadiers and Volksgrenadiers advance forward, gains great damage on the Rifleman. Now the Rifleman squad does go back. Got Veteran C 1 light vehicles, which will affect the 334 and the AT gun, Pack 38.
Armored car deployed.
Landmines now being swept, very nice.
That's clear. Mines deactivated.
We now have the 234 advancing forward, trying to get some damage there on that engineer. .234 gains some good damage there. You knock out the T-17 advance forward, does find a shot there.
Under fire. We're feeling a bit naked out here.
We have the Panzerschreck.
Panzerschreck now deployed out in the field. Now over here, T-17s advancing forward. Got 2 T-17s and the AT gun there. Landmine spotted there, found by the Rifleman squad. I don't know if you guys Seeking Bomb research just yet. Need some shots there, 2-3-4s. You could just focus on light vehicle veterancy and eventually go for the King Tiger, which is not affected by any sort of veterancy. Volksgrenadiers do capture the VP and do fall back. .234 does find some shots there on the Rifleman squads. Riflemen trying to engage the Volks or regular Grenadiers. One of the Grenadiers have been upgraded Panther Strike now. And 234 is advancing forward, getting some damage there. And one T-gun will line up a shot onto these 234. Does get a good hit there. It is severely wounded now. And the T-gun does roll a miss there on the 234. We do got one of the Volks Grenadiers now upgraded
We are
MP40s.
losing ground.
The other one is not being upgraded anything at the moment. You now have a machine gun placement going on up. The Grenade Warfare should be able to deal with it, given enough time. Rifleman squads here are very wounded. Grenadiers are still a good defensive position there, just getting some sporadic fire onto that engineer. And over here, do got the Volks Grenadiers engaging the riflemen at close range. These guys, of course, like I mentioned beforehand, they're a little bit wounded. MP40 Volks could have got some good damage there, but they're just currently running away. 234 gained some good fire there on the riflemen. Volks Grenadiers soft retreating away to light cover. And the rifleman squads are advancing forward, and they do get forced back. AT gun, multiple AT gun shots there onto 234. And T-17 rolls a bounce there. I'm sort of surprised they can actually bounce against that. Rolls a miss there at that time. And Volks Grenadiers rolls another miss there. Volks Grenadiers may eyeing for Panzerfaust. Panzerfaust attempting to be fired, but looks like it's failing overall. But AT guns do take out the 234. Grenade Warfare now getting a great hit there on the AT guns there. Frag grenade does come forward. This Volks Grenadier squad needs to fall back sooner rather than later. Panzer squad advancing on forward, and Minesweeper squad in the region. I think the 30 cal is hitting one of those units. Grenadiers eyeing up a shot onto the T-17. Rolls a miss. Now the Grenadier squad does fall back. 30 cal does suppress and pin that Grenadier. Fresh Wehrmacht sniper now upon field. 0 kills, so he does not know about it just yet. He could keep a camouflage in order for spotting, but I don't think he's going to do that. First shot there.
Sniper ready for the struggle.
Does look like a got a kill onto this engineer. Grenade Warfare now trying to hit that machine gun emplacement. Only a little bit wounded. Now a little bit more wounded if it gets a decent hit. And it's right now hitting everything but the machine gun emplacement. There you go. Got a hit. Sort of.
Let's go, Junge,
We have a lot of incoming fire.
Volks Grenadier squad does fall back. We don't see a 50mm upgrade on this pack, on this 234. The AT gun is way back here. Does get a smoke stun shot there onto 234. Now a pair of sticky bombs raining does connect. 3 of them, and that went down very, very quickly. Infantry does get suppressed down the rifle squad, and will force back the engineers. These are hitting some of these rifleman squads now. Does get some damage there. Grenadiers does see a bit of fire there. Volks Grenadiers and Red Grenadiers getting some sporadic damage as well. And dude, I got a couple grenades on this MP40's Volks squad. The first one does flinch him out of there, so he does go ahead and stay not wiped. And now I got another bunker here, another casualty recovery bunker. This will connect him a lot of casualties. It's hard to kill off 4 medics as opposed to just the 2. And he could be start getting out a lot of grenadiers. I think he has already gotten a free squad of grenadiers. Yeah, has been resetted. And now T-17 streets of fire there. Client barrage raining on in. Well, I hope he wants casualties, because he's not going to recover any with that thing on the field.
We lost one. Cover his position.
T-17 skirmishing around. He does have an engineer on the field. This one desperately needs it. Pac-38 lines another shot there, takes out another T-17. Both of these carcasses could be recovered by the Wehrmacht player to get a bit of extra munitions. This T-17 is fancy unfortunate to get a shot there onto the Grenadier. And does not get a shot off. Sniper firing away, getting some hits there onto this rifleman, and rolls a miss there. Gets him suppressed,
We lost the sniper.
and Sniper does get gunned down. At least that Sniper can provide a casualty for a future Grenadier. He can pick up his rifle once again, eventually. Medics still seem to fight there. Use propaganda war, force back pair the rifle squad. It looks like Grenadier Warfare does get decrewed. Another medic charging forward, does pick up a Pioneer casualty there. Sniper has been picked on up, and he will be one casualty away from getting out another Grenadier.
We're losing
Here comes the
territory.
Calliope Barrage raining on, trying to get some damage across the front line.
Both squad is
Does
down.
get take out the Pack 38 once again. That is a Lewis landmine there.
Hör zu, listen up.
These forces starting to push on forward. We got these two Volksgrenadiers, 3 Grenadiers, and a Pioneer. Hand truck light shot there, making some Panzerfaust off as well. There's the hand truck. Fires a shot there, gets a hit neck. Finds that landmine there with the MP40 Volk squad. It's severely wounded. Let's get some damage on the Volksgrenadiers. Grenades have been thrown, get some damage here on the Grenadiers. Now do got a King Tiger deploying field. I didn't realize he had the King Tiger available. It must have been he got the command points, immediately selected it, and then deployed it. I was not paying attention to the number of CPs. So King Tiger now deployed on the field. We just have 2 AT guns here, which is good, but we'll have a bit of trouble. Calliope can soften up as well.
Yes, sir.
Both Grenadiers eyeing to capture this munitions point there, and do have the capturing before 2 in the region, getting some good damage there on these various Wehrmacht forces.
Jawohl, mein Herr.
MG42 does get suppression there on the MG42, and now the Volksgrenadiers now receiving a bit of damage there. Calliope Barrage raining on in. And some of these carcasses are going down, so you will not be able to recover them. Actually, the carcasses didn't sustain much damage.
Target destroyed.
That was a good shot there on that. Was that an engineer squad? Looks like it was an engineer squad. T-17 skirting around the flanks. He may have the light vehicle efficiency, light vehicle capture capability. And Grenadier squad does get forced some back. Let's see if he's going to capture it up. Does get a kill there. Grenadiers and Volksgrenadiers advance forward, getting some damage on there on the rifleman. King Tiger is right there. Grenade is spinning right on it. A couple frags on the MP40 Volk squad. All the Wehrmacht forces does get forced back. He's been spinning all his munitions on those grenades. Right now the Wehrmacht player has a good small reserve of manpower, good reserve of fuel, small reserve of munitions. I suppose the opponent right now has a good reserve of manpower and good small reserve of munitions, as well as plenty of fuel. Tiger rolls a miss there, and 180 got line of shots. Goes to bounce there, and now the rifleman squads are falling on back. Let's get some damage there on the T-17. Now we do have the Infantry suppressing down the engineers. Now here comes the Calliope Barrage.
Losing ground out there.
Two Calliopes are now on the field. Gets good damage here on these Grenadiers. He does, of course, have the 2 casualty recovery bunkers, covering more of these casualties. That may need him. Nope, he just recently got a free Grenadier. Only has 5 Grenadiers on field. Somebody just got wiped out. He goes a Pioneer. Grenadiers receiving some suppression there, now as well as the fire from the Staghound.
Yeah, with the grateful fatherland in the glorious struggle. Honor and blood. Attention, present this iron cross. The enemy advances.
King Tiger, out of range, T-17, of course, got the Veteran C3 light or tanks, no, infantry. I'm not sure what I was saying. Pack 38 is still decrewed, if not outright wiped out and destroyed. Patrick Squad trying to get a shot there. We've got the Calliope engaging onto the Rifleman, and the Rifleman Squad does fall back. Veteran 42 still inside this garrison, getting some good damage onto these folks as they start advancing once again. And he is getting some good damage right there. I do not got Calliope Barrage raining on in, trying to get some good damage on these forces. Looks like the mortar will not get decrewed, but some of these forces will, in the center of the map, will get damaged. Up north, we've got the Volksgrenadiers captured this point. Volksgrenadiers MP40s in the center of the map, and do got a good Grenade Warfare hit there onto the MP42. Up north, we do have these forces being forced on back. All out offensive. Okay, that's the Inspired Assault. He can now pull on in. We've got a free squad of Grenadiers. We do actually have a 4 HQ now blown up by the US players, trying to reinforce the captured MP42. And the MP40 Volk squad is receiving quite a bit of fire and does get forced on back. King Tiger advancing forward. We've got the Calliope rockets raining on in. Get some damage there. Grenadiers and Pantrax trying to fire away. The Rifleman squad does suppress. And this Grenadier squad is falling back away from these Riflemen. Over here, we got the T-79 to capture some points there. Engineers capture this point. Let's see, the Wehrmacht player has a good amount, small amount of manpower, good amount of munitions, and plenty of fuel for this game. He may be not eyeing for any more vehicle assets. The US player has a small amount, actually a decent amount of munitions there, enough for Allied War Machine, and small amount of manpower and a good amount of fuel. Volksgrenadiers or Red Grenadiers do get suppressed there by the MG42. And more of these casualties now being recovered. Five here rockets raining on in. Let's get some damage over here. King Tiger being charged forward. Propaganda wards come out, force back all of those rifleman squads. And we've got the Grenadiers advance forward, trying to get some shots there. Grenadier squad does suppress there. Pantrack firing a shot there. Multiple Grenadiers and Volksgrenadiers advancing on forward. And forward is starting to suppress these forces. Now got this and forward starting to get overwhelmed. Looks like Parks is starting to go in there by the Calliope's. Descending advance forward to hit this Grenadier. It does get inside the garrison. There's not a lot of useful windows, but you only need one for the Pantrack. Looks like the MG42 has been decrewed. Volksgrenadiers have reclaimed it. Pantrack does connect there. Ooh, and lost the entire structure there, so no more Pantrack squad. But the Pantrack has been dropped. That could be quickly fixed. We got a fresh engineer on the build queue. Looks like it will come out. And he does stop decapturing it. Engineer does receive a good hit there. And he does not get out of garrison once again. We may see another propaganda war right here. That seems like a good time forward. And there's a propaganda war there. He's assigned to capture this point. Pantrack does get some good damage there. And that does use up the last munitions. Nothing on the build queue so far. And now here comes the Calliope rocket barrage. The garrison itself should be able to stand quite a bit of damage there, but does get pushed away from the building. Now got the Grenadiers advancing forward, trying to get some damage there on these AT guns. Grenadiers receive a bit of fire there.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
And now I do have that AT gun now being decrewed.
Okay, Volksgrenadiers, welcome to the squad.
And does her capture that point there. Immediately tries to capture it. The US player does not have a whole lot of VPs remaining, 25 remaining. With triple capture against him, he's going to need to get the sleep point or decapture, but there's an MG42 in this region. He has light vehicle decapture, he should be using that. He is going to sacrifice it. And the engineers will be suppressed there, and you're receiving too much damage to stick around. There's light vehicle veterancy, and the MG engineers do get annihilated. He guns firing shots down the King Tiger. He doesn't have to keep itself alive, just needs to keep the stuff alive long enough. Now's a good time for Inspired Assault, there's so many VPs, little VPs remaining. Does lose that Volks Grenadier or Rogue Grenadier squad. Light vehicle trying to capture the point. The King Tiger needs to advance forward, start hitting that T-17. Let's right now find some rounds there onto the Rifleman. MP40 squad about ready to get wiped on out. Grenadier squad down to one last model as well. Looks like to stick around there. Does fall back now. T-17 does decapture the point there, but does get it destroyed. I think I actually went down to the MP42. And right now this Rifleman squad is about to go down. The bar. Somebody dropped the bar. Dude out got the forces engaging. This one has been decaptured, and now the US players VPs are counting down, and with this double capture, that was sealed the deal. King Tiger still firing around. Does pick up a bar there. One of the Rifleman squads. Grenade has been thrown. Explodes the Grenadier. And that is game. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Oh, if I need to stretch my legs for a moment. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm a little bit tired. I just need to stretch my legs. Go ahead and do a 2v2. I'll do this other replay submitted into me tomorrow. I know somebody mentioned before not really cast Death Machine. I'll do a different one. Do this. Excuse me one moment as I'm checking to see if I already done that one. That name, his names start sounding all the same to me. Let's see. Videos with the person Bill. I don't believe I've done this one. Or at least if I did, it was in a replay that or video that failed to actually properly create. Long story short, I changed my come on out. Don't crash on me now. Long story short, sometimes I had to change file formats because if I kept on doing MP4, it kept on it was getting to the point where 50% of my replays were not properly encapsulated, and so the video was entirely worthless. But let's go and get started here. Greetings everyone, and great here of another Company Heroes 1 replay. So on the north side, as the British forces of Sky is the limit, and I'm a bit concerned about the slag spike. Spawn on the right side as the other British forces, we have Phil. Spawn on the bottom left side as the Panzer Elite player, we have Pawn Shop is open, and spawning as the Panzer Elite, we have Faye King. So double Panzer Elite versus double British. We're going to see a lot of light vehicles, won't we? Intersection I for that fuel point there. One of these birds are likely to be deployed out right there. Let's see, over here we do have intersection, nothing unique being deployed over there. And we do got the pack up onto this guy here. Of course, he did it there. Now it's in supply, so now this other guy can sprint on forward. HQ command truck's probably going to be eyeing the setup in this fuel point. I don't think the Pentagram will decapture in time. He didn't interrupt the capture. He's receiving too much fire there. Yeah, can't decapture it. Receiving a lot of fire there. This Scope Rifle squad eyeing to decapture this fuel point now. VP not being captured at the moment, going straight for the fuel point. He may be eyeing to step on that point there. Panzer Grenadiers engaging in heavy cover there. Scope Rifle squad behind that heavy cover. G43 squad inside this truck. You might get loot. You get lieutenant, I'm guessing. Not UI. Intersection of Scope Rifle squad is seeing quite a bit of damage here. Does not capture that point entirely. The other is going to try to tag off. Pentagram cut does revert the progress, or one of these squads revert progress. Scope Rifle squad does go back. say his teammate don't get greedy. HQ command truck being set up right there. He sets up onto a regular searching point there. His teammate has packed on up, so this stuff is falling back. Oh, nope, that one didn't fall back far. They just get it deployed in time. This intersection squad could retreat back to his teammate's HQ. Its HQ command truck will have to redeploy. Science Force trying to push his way over here. Intersection here may get overran. This guy is going to have a long time to get back over here, and it will be a bit in danger because he hasn't even started reinforcing yet, so he will enter this area with one model only, and he could perhaps get focused down. This intersection squad needs support. He's getting overran. His teammates engaging over here on the flank. And right now, he may need to pack on up so it gets his other... Yep, he needs to pack this HQ command truck, I believe, up so he can run to his teammate's HQ, because this one's about to get focused down. Does pack up there, decides to run away. Very, very good. Intersection still engaging this guy that's falling back, which has all of his models still alive but severely wounded. Ooh, and this guy flinched into the base MGs and does force both of these guys back. He redeploys them immediately. I would say it's a good time for him to unpack and get onto this fuel point or another sector, because this is a standard strategic point there. Intersection here still engaging away. One of them does fall back now. We got this guy here. And now we do have a 4 HQ here, so these guys are being healed up in combat. And it looks like it's this Panzer player that right now, the orange one's got the healing. Get Lieutenant the grab for Veteran C. And now we got the casualty clearing station there, interrupted for the moment. And now we redeploy this HQ right there. It's pretty far forward. I could be better to go a bit more back there to have this this structure as a line of sight blocker. This HQ is of course deployed pretty far forward in this fuel sector, and would also deny this fuel sector to their opponents as well. This intersection trying to get overwhelmed. The same is coming over here to help him out with both two of these squads. Two intersections over here, getting some damage there on the Kaliningrad, getting a damage right there. The casualty clear station looks like it has been cancelled. The other Kaliningrad has seen a bit of fire there, just may want to keep it back for the time being. A lot of good forward healing there, so they need to stick around for this region for the time being. Maybe deploy more to half track. You got Kampfgruppe Company and Panzerjäger Command. This player has not deployed. Oh no. That's this player here, so his teammates building in next to his teammates' base sector. Panzer Grenadiers are seeing quite a bit of fire there. There's a lot of Panzer Grenadiers in this area. Now is the time for a mortar placement, but you don't have time to get a mortar placement. Lieutenant inspiring these forces. This intersection could try going for a backline slit trench in order to maintain a good defensive position, but decides to push him forward as well. Now I've got 5 sections here, not all reinforced, engaging all of these Panzer Grenadiers. It's just... jeez. Yep. Casualty clearing station will be great. No manpower soon. He's trying to get for the casualties who recovered as well as the forward healing. Signed us back out of that region. Blue needs to keep this guy back there. I'm not sure what these guys are doing. Yep, saying back away, fight near healing only, which they don't have available at the moment. Get your support truck on the way. He has 2 command points, but he can't deploy. It does not have enough manpower for Churchill. Come to his truck. View fine till... I'm not sure what that means. Rex? Fine until Shreks, I'm guessing. Do now have a casualty clearing station attempting to be deployed on the field. Back line 1. We've got another infantry support truck there. Both of them are called one infantry support truck there. One infantry section does go down there. He's trying to build it out still. His teammates starting to advance on forward. Maybe we need they're a little bit too far forward, aren't they? They're outside the healing radius. If he has the healing radius, when he nails the healing radius. A lot of infantry section or Panzer Grenadiers in this region. They're all saying nice top health, health. They're going for attack efficiency. Sometimes more damage makes you take less damage. Because if you kill your opponent, they can't shoot you. Slit Trench not being blown on the field, very nice. They do definitely need it. One casualty has been recovered at the moment. Another Slit Trench there. Only have them partially deployed out for the time being. Lieutenant is taking some pot shots of his stun. And, oh, roadblocks. Looks like this player has selected Scorched Earth. I will wipe a squad in a second. I'm not sure what he means by that. Oh, 3 scope rifle squads. That's why. I guess mortar half track? Yep, mortar half track. Rising rounds there. This Slit Trench has been completed. These forces still blowing up some more tank traps there, or roadblocks, I should say. Now 2-2 now put on the field. Perhaps trying to focus down the G43 squad. 1, 2, and only gets 2 models there. 2 now advance forward. Captain Grad fully repaired, push way forward. I believe that may be a Stewart. Oh, I saw him deploy out command points there. It may be Royal Artillery. This player has not selected the doctrine just yet. Oh, yep, that's definitely Royal Artillery because it's Officer Artillery. Lieutenant's now the Slit Trench there, very nice. More medics charging forward. There's a lot of casualties on the ground.
Where to, gents?
1 casualty recovered, so it'll be 5 scuttles on Slit Trench. I probably would have just kept that there. This British player is not selected Doctor just yet, and he is going for captains. After he gets captain, then he goes for the Steward. And let's see now, the opponents. We know this player has not selected Doctor just yet. He's not the one. Oh no, this is the one that did go for Scorched Earth. So this one is someone who went for Scorched Earth, has a bit more command points, has crew for company and the Panzer command. And his teammate right now has command points. May have selected that doctrine, but I'm not so sure which one. He is one of the mortar half track, only crew for company. Ooh, that was a good hit there. He's got some of these models are also wounded, so they're dropping like flies. More Slit Trench attempting being pulled on the field. We got this 2-2 advance forward. We got multiple 2-2s on the field. At this point in time, they may need a Bofors. A Bofors would allow them to take on these, prevent these 2-2s from moving around a bit. Putting a Bofors and somewhere near the VP will probably be best. Either here or here will provide some excellent coverage against the 2-2s. Or here or down here. HQ command truck now seems to fire there. Engine is critted. He's trying to hold the line. Does lose a large number of models there thanks to the mortar half trap. And trying to run away. He still has plenty of health in his HQ command truck, so he should be able to crawl away. So now we've got these intersections advanced forward, trying to get some good shots there. 1, 2, and 3. Wipes out a Panzer Grenadier and now withdraws. This guy may have gone for Tank Hunter since I see a pen strike, but that means nothing. And there's no music playing, so let's switch back. This is the one who we don't know which doctrine he's gone for. His teammate has gone to Royal Artillery. Sapper does fall back. Captain will provide some great coverage. If you look at the minimap, that is a lot of surface area for the captain to provide coverage. You can perhaps put the captain back here to keep him safe. Oh wait, does a chat? Oh, apparently the chat comes up here when you're in this mode. Did not know that. Asking his teammate to go for the VP game. This VP will be a bit difficult. More Slit Trenches coming on out.
Good to go.
And now I've got the armor command truck on the build queue. Sections engaging behind some heavy cover there. Of course, the forward HQ is still in this region, but does actually withdraw from the region. Now we've got Stewart. Whoa, what the hell just happened? That squad was pretty high health, wasn't it? Am I not mistaken? Or maybe it was the Scope Rifle squad picking off 3 models at the same time again. We do now got the damage to crit there on the 2-2, so we'll go down shortly to that Stewart, going from the slit trench there. DP or HQ not being decaptured at the moment. Scope Rifle squad is advancing on forward. 2-2's almost gone down. Cinder Mortar does connect. Slit trench here is still alive, almost destroyed, and now trying to throw some rounds in the armored car. 52 does get gunned down there. It's walking his own Cindery Mortar there. He does have force forward healing, but that's nothing great. Sword Fence forward gets cancer around there, forces back those squads. Ooh, the Maven squad wipe there. Nope, that's now there's a squad wipe. Scope Rifle squads advancing forward. A lot of Panther tracks in this area. Mortar half track. Ooh, that was like 8 kills from 1 mortar. 19 kills on a mortar half track. Jeez. Good down the Steward. He may want to get some repair sappers. This sapper's not being upgraded, if anything, just yet. We do now have a Hetzer deployed on field, so it's Tank Hunter and Scorched Earth versus Royal Artillery and no Doctrine yet. Sappers advance forward, Hetzer advance forward. Tommy lit on fire, Piet's engaging. Looks like the incendiary effect may have went around the engineers, so they're taking minimal damage. Oh, landmine detonated there, that did some damage. Landmine was set ablaze.
As reps show, unit is KIA.
Yeah, it went down. I think there was a squad of sappers. Yep, that squad of sappers have gone down. Into skirmishing around. Got a relatively rare martyr deploying field. I think he's trying to help engage this HQ. He may be trying to really push that region. There is a 17-pounder, not really in a good angle at the moment. Slit Trench being re-garrisoned by these 2 Tommies. Lieutenant has Factory 2. And now we've got this Slit Trench now garrisoned by up the section. Not sure what try plus mean. Maybe he pinged somewhere. Martyr 2-2 and Hetzer all in this region. Got these forces trying to push their way rightwards. Command tank, very nice. Next up is going to be a Firefly. I do like the people going for command tanks rather than Staghounds because it provides great benefits to the Fireflies engage the heavy armor, which is very common against Wehrmacht, especially Panzer Elite. Panzer Grenadiers trying to split these forces. Got the Steward in this region, fully healed, maybe overhealed. I'm not sure what he has. Nope, the only Piet's there, so supply not overhealed. Over here, got the command tank and captain dancing forward, trying to show the men how it's done. Section trying to push, get some heavy cover there. Sappers not being upgraded anything at the moment. Piet's trying to pull out something right there. Got destroyed, whatever it was. Scope Rifle squad advancing forward. Martyr may receive some fire here. Martyr doesn't see the Piet shot. Now Scope Rifle squad's advancing forward, though they're quite wounded. And Scope Rifle squad receive a pretty good hit there and does fall back to these forces. More half track for 23 kills. Now got another forward HQ here. Okay, but it's out of supply. And now this Panzer Grenadier squad needs to fall back in order to get healing. It's far, far too wounded. And does fall back out of there now. Pentagrad receiving a bit of fire there. Repair, please. One casualty recovered here. One casualty recovered here. Gained some much needed healing. And looks like these guys could be healed up. They're quite wounded. Command formal here.
Germans are trying to secure our patrol dump.
You have Lieutenant already ready. Hetzer engaging the Slut Trench. I think the Ptolemies will win that fight overall. Because right now the damage output's equally as pathetic. Intersections advancing forward, we've seen some damage there. Command point there for the Lieutenant. This intersection here is receiving quite a bit of fire and sustaining quite a bit of fire. Gets advancing forward, trying to get some shots there onto the Hetzer. Doesn't get shots off the Hetzer just yet. Rolls on a couple misses there. Looks like something got wiped out. Stewart now engaging the Martyr at close range. Martyr does win out. Leningrad is severely wounded. Now 2-2s on engaging these Ptolemies. Over here, we got this Staghound and Firefly advance forward. ATS are receiving a bit of damage. And the ATS are receiving quite a bit of damage there. And finds a Panzerstrecker shot there. Don't see double Panzerstrecker researchers yet. ATSR does scoop down. Firefly receives some fire. ATSR over here, fresh one. Lining up a shot, trying to get some more shots on the Firefly. Panzerstrecker does roll a miss there. Rubber bands backwards. He hits in this region. Scope rifle squad trying to gauge these forces. He doesn't get any hits just yet. And British player I've selected still has not selected the Doctrine just yet. ATSR advancing forward, trying to line up a shot there. Does get a nice hit there. Multiple good hits there onto the ATSR. It's going to force him back. He hits for roll and miss there. Gets a shot on the Staghound. Gun is damaged, which is not gun destroyed. I honestly have no idea what that crit even does.
Countdown started.
And now the Slit Trench is receiving a bit of damage as well.
Look sharp.
Still, these guys need medics when they're not lying on the ground bleeding to death. His name is Phil.
Troops ready.
And did he capture this point right now? I think he's impressed with his teammate. I'm referring to this field HQ, but the to annihilate these wounded forces. That's another reason why to get these guys healed up. As 2-2s will rip them apart. STG squad right there. Finds and captures this fuel point. Martyr advancing on forward. Let's take a quick look at everybody's resources. This British player who's not selected Doctrine just yet has plenty of munitions, small reserve of fuel, and basically no manpower. His teammate right now has access to the Priest, has small reserve of manpower, small reserve of munitions, good reserve of fuel. What? That's 1,600 manpower. Why does he have that much manpower? He's one of the ones for Scorched Earth. Is he just saying about multiple Hummels? He has rolled some misses there. Over here, we do now the Firefly's advance forward with Command Tank. Martyr set up a good position, has the hull down position there, received a couple of good hits there. Pennsylvania is not repairing it up at the moment. And there goes the Martyr very, very quickly. He doesn't have the Panzer support command either, not really the fuel income, so he can't really get Panzer activation anytime soon until he gets enough, until they get more fuel. They have this fuel point here, which will give him some trickle. He invests in fuel into the Panzerstrecker research, looks like. Artillery now running on in. Hetzer receiving a bit of fire there. That squad got annihilated by the scope rifle squads. Fully designated marksman can be very effective. And now got the Q2 receiving a bit of fire there. Over here, Panzer Grenadiers advancing on forward. Over here, ATSR is finding some shots there onto the 222s.
Bases under enemy fire. Reported in and is ready to be deployed.
His teammate right now has not a lot of resources whatsoever. He's been spending his stuff, but doesn't really have much to show for it, looks like. Yeah, another tank plus squad. Yeah, this is a tank hunter player, so he eventually does have a double Panzer. You may want to get out a logistics company to pull out 4-man squad research. Another tank buster, so he has 3 Panzer squads, 1 upgraded Panzer squad. This very lethal mortar half track and a ATSR, who's very wounded. staghound right here. Artillery now running into these structures, trying to go for advanced repair.
Our base is under attack.
These structures now seem to fire there. This one's blowing out another tank buster. This one only has one Panzerschreck. And so it does see a bit of fire there. The two's advancing on forward, trying to get some damage on in. And Camp-Proof Company will deploy that advanced repair. Rolls a miss there, trying to back on off. Gain some good damage on these forces. Gets a shot there on the Sherman Firefly. Multiple shots there. It does not take out the Sherman Firefly. Does not get a death crit. These forces do fall on back. Over here, you got the Fireflies. Repair, Sapper, and Command tank in this region. Very nice. So these forces probably are over here. Panzerschreck's now advanced forward. Line to engage these forces. This is not the double Panzerschreck force. And Command tank's over heals down, as well as half of itself. Line the blitz away. Firefly's backing off. He does have another scope rifle squads here to help hold the line, as well as repair Sappers. Command tank received quite a bit of beating there. And Command tank's main gun destroyed, so now can fire even less with its main gun. Panzer backing off. This looks like being upgraded to a Panzerschreck soon. I wonder, does still so many from Manpower does have a Humo now on the field. It's going to need that. Artie, I wonder if you spotted this area. Maybe not. Artillery now running in this region, trying to hit these forces. Fireflies advance forward. Oh yeah, I can zoom out a little bit. I always forget you can zoom out a little bit. There's forward HQs in this region. He does not have forward healing researched. That was his teammate who has that research, didn't he?
Howitzers are available to take the field.
Mortar half-track now seems to fire there. We've got 3 Fireflies. That's a lot of AT. Scope Rifle squads advancing on forward. Jackpot? I'm not sure what you mean, jackpot. Something might happen. I'm not so sure what happened. Oh, the captain and the lieutenant both have a Panzerschreck. How on earth did that happen? And I've been told that officers with Panzerschrecks are incredibly deadly.
Victory reserved by 300 points.
Some good hits there.
Down.
Over here, the scope rifle squads are being forced on back with the 2-2s. Right now, the Brits do have a capture in their favor. The Panzer players need to find a breakout, but Hummel can help them make an opening for the breakout. This barrage is ringing over here. That may have been a squad wipe there. No? Nope, just 2 regular models there that went down. Repair Sapper, engaging these Panzerschreck squads. Right now, that's why Panzer player may need to get out a second Hummel. They got plenty of AT in the form of Panzerschrecks. They just need some more anti-infantry tools, I'm guessing. Two-twos are good, but with so many Fireflies in the region, that's less and less feasible. Mortar half-track now seeing a bit more fire. It does go down. ATSR is fully healed.
We can now booby-trap buildings to confound the enemy.
Now, booby-trap buildings available. A lot of these structures starting to go on down. Panzerschrecks start backing on off the region. Scope rifle squads advancing forward to get some damage on these forces. These are skirmishing around. Now got these Fireflies advancing on forward. There's some damage here. And it looks like some of these Grenadiers are receiving a bit of fire now. Dudes advancing on forward. Get some good damage here. 222 does see a bit of fire there. Over here, this Panzer Grenadier is falling back. Good shots there. These forces are on a soft retreat away. Pantrax advance forward. This is, of course, double Pantrax. Gets a damage there. Does take out one of the fire. No, destroyed. Engine crit there. Still not dead. 2-2's advance forward. I'm not sure if 2-2's can do to get a penetrating shot on the rear armor of a Firefly. Rolls a miss there with the Lieutenant. Pantrax advance forward, trying to get some more damage there. 2-2's seem to fire there with triple defense, double defense again. We're seeing a bit more beating than normal. Pantrax advance forward. Does lose the double defense. Now more of these firefighters see a bit of fire there. The wounded one is still way back here, getting repaired by 2 repair sappers. Now's the time for a Hummel barrage over here. And upon another Hummel with a bit more manpower. Takes out one of the fireflies there.
The enemy's tanks do not stand a chance against our superior fighting.
Let's fall back. Staghound's advancing on forward. He's still having a bit of trouble there.
Is under enemy fire.
And these all forces all falling back. Looks like the Panzer League players are already declaring themselves a victory.
The enemy's advances on our victory points. An enemy unit has fallen.
Oh, and there's a creeping barrage. Almost now up to 8 kills there. We're seeing some fire from a priest, I believe. Ooh, getting some great hits here. Wiped out another squad there, very nice. And looks like one of the Panzer League players have backed out of the game. So since one of the players backed out of the game, let's go and fast forward. Oh, Sherman Crocodile. Oh, that's the doctor he went for. He went for Royal Engineers. I don't think actually I've ever seen the actually deploy any assets from either way. That is the end of the replay. This Adam Grade saying, thank you for watching, on to next replay. Good game by both of the Panzer League players, as well as by the British forces. Supposed they technically won. Let's see now. That was this one here. I don't know why these replays are all looking the same to me. Let me just make sure I haven't cast this one as well. Nope. That one. Yep, haven't cast this one either. So let's do it. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 1 replays. Spawn on the top side as the British forces, we have Sky is the Limit. Spawn on the right side as the US forces, we have Run Into My Skill. Spawn on the bottom left side as the Wehrmacht forces, we have Phalanx. And spawn as the Wehrmacht forces, we have No Luck, Just Skill. Multiple pioneers being pulled up by both players going for the Wehrmacht quarters. Let's see now. No additional pioneers, and no additional pioneers with both of these Wehrmacht players going for 2 sets of pioneers. Over here, got the intersection advancing forward, eyeing straight for this fuel point. He maybe deploys HQ command truck in this sector. US engineers advancing forward. He could pass poised command truck right there, farther back, but still provides some great pressure. In fact, it reaches all the way to his opponent's base sector, technically. If you look at this sector there, it does actually touch. Pioneers now capture the right side of the flank. Where's the British command truck? Brand carrier, then pack on up, so it's not really on the rush this point here. But may want to keep it secure with this other intersection squad that's still walking to the front line. And not really walking, he's in sector, so they're jogging. Over here, pioneers are starting to push their way forward. Pioneers have captured that sector there, get some good damage on the Pioneers. This Pioneer does try to get the garrison, but the intersection will claim it. Intersection advance forward, unbuilt slit trench there, and does spot the Schimmelwagen. Over here, we got the motorcycle been deployed on the field.
Ready for action.
And does go ahead and get behind this heavy cover there as well. More temporary slit trenches there. Now on to deploy some more. Shinbaku does get some damage there onto the slit trench itself. And now it looks like they're both trying to focus on the slit trench. And now got a forward mortar emplacement being deployed on the field. And Scope Rifle Squad does get suppressed there. That's the one booting up this emplacement, isn't it? It does cancel it right there. Intersection Squad trying to crawl away now. Intersection does get inside this slit trench there. There's a good fighting position there right next to the base. He can fire some rounds with the Wehrmacht's quarters. He could go for defensive doctrine there to get the Pinto mounts up and firing, but that will take a number of command points there. Shinbaku is advancing forward. Intersection is in a very good position there. And cancels the mortar placement once again. I'm not sure what is going on, why he keeps on canceling that mortar placement. Cancels again. Suppressed again. M42 in this region. MG emplacement does get canceled as well. So we got a fresh lieutenant being deployed on out. And each command truck has secured up this sector as well. Bren Carrier has deployed field. He is mounted up with a Scope Rifle Squad and making his way forward. And this slit trench is garrisoned with the unscoped rifle. We do now have the MG42 engaging the intersection and or riflemen and the engineers here. Shinbaku space forward, trying to get some damage on the MG emplacement. Rifleman Squad does pop on out, trying to focus on that Pioneer. And we've got some good damage there. Rifleman Squad does fall back. There's not a lot of wire. There's some wire there. Engineer Squad needs to fall back sooner rather than later as well. Rifleman Squad received a bit of fire there. MG42 being redeployed there. And now we've got the Bren Carrier ungarrisoned. Not sure where the Scope Rifle Squad went. All the way over here, skirmishing around. The Rifleman Squad does get suppressed there. Flame Engineer does push forward, getting some good damage there on that split trench, but being focused down. Getting some good damage there on the intersection, but does not get them out of the garrison. Sniper now about ready to fire away, trying to get some shots there on the intersection. Well, Rifleman or intersection does see a shot there. Scope Rifle Squad does get forced on back now. Does go to the split trench there. Bren Carrier not upgraded to MMG Carrier, skirmishing around as well. Now the Bren Carrier is receiving a bit of damage there. Shinbaku received a bit of fire there. Bren Carrier in pursuit. And right now trying to get some more damage there onto the Flamer Pioneer. Got two Wehrmacht snipers deployed on the field. Get some damage there on the U.S. engineers. And U.S. engineer emplacement, or 30 cal emplacement, does get some damage there as well. Another Wehrmacht sniper deployed on the field. I think the U.S. player may want to get out his own sniper at the moment. Bren and Scope Rifle Squad does get suppressed there. Bren Carrier is still a little bit damaged as well. The U.S. engineers could repair it up for him. You now have the supply yard and the motor pool being deployed on out. Rifleman Squad is receiving a bit of fire there. Over here, do now the Bren Carrier moving around, receiving some damage. Bren Carrier advances forward, trying to overrun these snipers. Bren Carrier itself is quite damaged. Scope Rifle Squad could try to go for a ploy, designated marksman there. Each Pioneers get some good damage there. Flamer Pioneer about to get overran as well. British forces do fall back right there. I think the Bren Carrier is about to get destroyed by the MG42. The mounted Bren Carrier. Bren Carrier does use the repair ability there, ejecting the Bren Squad. And does see the Bren Carrier there. The 4 HQ is still deployed in this region, so it's a good hard point there. He may want to get a casualty clearing station in this region. And likely there's going to be a, what's it called, a Greyhound right there. Greyhound on the build queue. Sniper does get a good shot there. Go Squad and Bren Squad advancing on forward. And does get suppressed. Does fall back there. Over here, Snipers does get some good shots there on the Rifleman. And on the intersection, or Rifleman Squad trying to get some hits there on the motorcycle. Won't be able to advance with that nearby Snipers of the region. Access down to
Infantry squad reporting casualties.
400 VPs. Fresh Greyhound now deployed on the field.
Begin
British forces
raid
pushing forward.
operations.
Raid operation, that is light vehicle capture. Another Greyhound's advancing forward. Does get the armor skirt. Now going for the 50 cal. Rifleman Squad still skirmishing around, trying to deal with these forces. It looks like there's no land in this region. Trying to hunt down these snipers. Snipers over in this region. Does overrun the MG42, which is also another important item to overrun with the Greyhound. And now I do got artillery raining on in. I think it's off map. No, it's not off map power shoot. I think it's on map 25 pounder. Yes, it is. Let's get a good shot there. Snipers get some good shots as well. Ooh, the efficiency perhaps saved that sniper from going down. Bren Carrier overrunning this
Enemy
sniper.
unit down.
Does get the wipe there. Not realizing the other sniper is about ready to come into view. Now the Bren gun does annihilate the sniper as well. So both snipers have gone down. Glen Pioneers and a severe risk of being wiped on out. Bren Squad does get on out of there. Greyhound advancing forward, and now they've got the Bren Squad full strolling. So it's the Flame Pioneer. Flame Pioneer now advancing forward, and there goes the Bren Carrier. There is an observation post here, munitions observation post. Grenadier Squad does get saved by the fact that shots kept on hitting the observation post there. Does lose that Bren Squad there. And now we've got some Stormtroopers now pulling field. Hansa Faust does connect from the Volks Grenadiers. And over here we do got the Scorpion Squad and Lieutenant advancing forward. He's probably going to go for Royal Artillery. And Rifleman Squad will somehow stay alive. I could have sworn that would be wiped out through that MG42 firing there. Flame Engineers repairing up the Greyhound quite nicely. And we've got the Scorpion Squad being forced them back. Got Captain this region as well. Very nice.
What's our plan?
Stormtroopers advance forward. There's a U.S. landmine there. No, there's a British landmine there. Either way, something engaged to prevent the Stormtroopers from pushing forward with their Panther trucks are likely being upgraded. Nope, they're not being upgraded just yet. Its composition is quite small right now. 2 Pioneers, a MG42, and the Stormtroopers. He does have efficiency 2 on support weapons, but not on support or on regular infantry. Rifle Squad advance forward. There's another British landmine there, this time destroyed by the Greyhound. And now we've got some fresh bars. Stormtroopers about to get wiped on out. It does get wiped on out.
What are your orders?
25 pounder barrage running in on top of Wehrmacht's quarters. And now we've got the Flame Engineers advance forward, gains good damage. Decide to pack up and redeploy the HQ there in order to allow stuff to fall back to his teammates in the region. There's no tree house under there, so he can't be healed up by it. Greyhounds advance forward, trying to get some damage over here. Sniper does roll a mess there on that wounded rifleman. And looks like the Schirmbog's fire go down. 37mm rolls a miss there. Volkswagen do fall back.
The unit has died. Glory.
Looks like this Wehrmacht player has lost a Pioneer. Has put a fresh sniper. This sniper does fall back there, and we've got the Scorpion Squad getting suppressed by the MG42 and receiving a lot of fire from other sources. Rifleman Squad advance forward to this heavy cover. We've got a repair staff as well. That HQ command truck could use some repairs. There's Pack 38 shooting against it? No? It's just severely damaged by stuff. This Wehrmacht player has a small reserve of missions, that's about it. This Wehrmacht player has Veterancy 1 support units, no Veterancy on light vehicles nor infantry. It has a small reserve of manpower, and that's about it. Not looking good for the Wehrmacht players, that's for sure. The US player, or the British player, has all the trucks being deployed on the field, now going for a Staghound. And the US player right now has 3 riflemen, 2 flame engineers, the Greyhound. Nothing else is being deployed on the field, or nothing special, but still good composition. In fact, neither of these players have a Kriegsbarracks on the field, do they? So this Greyhound's moving around uncontested. And it looks like maybe one of the Wehrmacht players have back in the game now. Maybe this one here. And we see another one there. I'll probably just fast forward. He may not be out of the game, but looks like just staying there. I'm not sure what's going on.
We're in the shit now!
This has a fall back of the region. Doesn't look like either the Wehrmacht players are back out of the game, but still not looking good for them. Stormtroopers are advancing forward, getting some random fire going on. I think one problem is that this player went for 2 levels of accuracy far too early on support weapons, which he doesn't really have, well, he didn't really have any serious support weapons. He has the sniper that was recently deployed out, has 1 kill. And looks like just standing around as well.
Forces are ready for assault.
Okay, 1 player's back to the game now. Let's go and fast forward. Oh, and that's the end of the replay. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Probably have time for one last replay for tonight. I am not exactly 100% in it today. And let's just do this one here. I don't recognize these names. Different set of names. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the US forces, we have Death Machine. Spawn as the US ally, we have Waterier. Water Eye? I have no idea. Spawn as the Panzer League player, we have Red. And as the Wehrmacht forces, we have Panzer Tiger Go Go Go. I assume that's what PZ means. Is it Tiger? Maybe? Barracks now deployed out on the field. We also got a barracks deployed out on the field. Wehrmacht quarters on the way. Panzer Grenadiers being deployed on the field. Multiple squads of Panzer Grenadiers. Engineers advance forward. Likely a rifleman squad over here. We do have a rifleman squad out here.
Point is ours. What say we lock it down?
Pioneers advance forward to capture some sectors. Munitions point being captured on up. Now we've got this Panzer Grenadier advancing forward. Panzer Grenadiers getting some damage there on the engineers. Pioneers over here. And right now the Panzer Grenadiers are just getting some free shots there on the engineers. Riflemen and engineers advancing on forward. Over here, we got these riflemen advancing on forward. Riflemen and engineers push their way forward, trying to overrun these Panzer Grenadiers. Those engineers still being focused down, probably a good idea, but right now the Panzer Grenadiers are so far unsupported. Another Panzer Grenadiers advancing forward to get some good damage here. Engineer squad does fall back. G43 squad should be overran, but now there's 2 Panzer Grenadiers. And now the Riflemen are eyeing to get inside this garrison. It's not exactly a great garrison, plus they're down 3 members there. There are only 2 windows on that side, if I remember see correctly. Trying to get a good angle there. There we go. Hope you like grass. Now that's cinematic, right? Yeah, that's enough of that. Engineers who also can set the garrison there. Riflemen severely wounded. Engineers who get out of the garrison. Now the rifleman squad needs to get out of the garrison really badly. He may have misclicked there, and he loses the rifleman squad. Keeps advancing forward, trying to get some damage there onto the Panzergrenadier. Rifleman squad engaging as well. Up here, we've got the engineers capture these sectors. Pioneers walking by them. Riflemen and riflemen in this region. Got Volksgrenadiers and 2 Panzergrenadiers. Trying to entangle with the Jeep. But they have 2 left feet. Dancing with somebody has 4 tires. Got 2 squads of rifle Volksgrenadiers in this region. Another rifleman squad now deployed on the field. The rifleman squad is getting some good damage on in. Engineers trying to advance them forward. They are somewhat in range, not really. More rifle squads advance forward. Now got an early medic station deployed on the field. Very nice. That can help get some extra rifleman squads out on the field. Over here, the engineer squad does get forced back by 2 pioneers. That's not a fair fight. Volksgrenadiers are behind some heavy cover there. Rifleman squad as well. This rifle squad is behind some light cover. And more casualties being claimed. That's actually his first one. And actually the medic went down right there. Or a medic went down. Rifleman squad does force back the pioneers, and likely the rifleman squad will force back this pioneer.
Engineers under fire! Those rifles ready!
Rifleman squad and Jeep advancing forward, trying to get some damage there on these Volksgrenadiers. That MG42? Yes, that is an MG42 right there. Up here, we do got the rifleman squad engaging this Kettenkrad. Oh, early booby traps. Looks like got scorched earth. He does still avoid that one, and that was deployed on Kettenkrad. Volksgrenadiers trying to push way forward. The incendiary effect has worn off. The rifleman squad does force back this pioneer. Volksgrenadiers trying to push one forward. Got this rifleman squad again suppressed by the MG42. 2 Volksgrenadiers are here. Panzergrenadier G43 is also advancing. And now the US player one of the US players had deployed out a support weapons center. This rifle squad is getting a little bit overwhelmed, but there's a bit of heavy cover there for them to work with. And 42 does get flanked by the Jeep, and the riflemen and engineers does also get some damage on in. This rifle squad looks like it's about to get wiped out. And this rifle squad will get wiped out.
Casualties.
Wasn't really paying attention over there. And the US player has bought a 4 HQ. Not really. It's okay. Not really an important item to pull out now.
Gun is ready!
Squad ready for orders.
Scout here.
Panzergrenadiers advancing forward with us, Volksgrenadiers.
Uh-huh.
We've gained some damage there on the Volksgrenadiers.
Construction is done.
Enough for army work.
Now got the rifle squad seeing quite a bit of damage right there.
Lost a Jeep out there.
It looks like a Jeep has gone down, not sure from what. Wehrmacht sniper, I think, deployed on out somewhere, maybe not. I'm not sure where the Jeep went. I see a tire there, so it must have exploded somewhere nearby. Oh, there's a Jeep. Engineer squad does fall back there.
That's it. Construction finished.
And now he's starting to pull out some landmines over here. Engineer squad does fall back right there. Rifleman squad behind some heavy cover. We got these Panzergrenadiers advancing forward as well. Does go and suppress down the rifleman squad there. Maybe a little bit overkill since he's already fighting against a 2v1. MP40 folks advancing forward, and now got the Flame Engineers advancing forward. Gets great damage there. Ooh, that Panzer Grenadier is not really drawing in time. Does fall back now. MP40 Volks gains a good damage at range. Let's use suppressive fire there onto the engineers and US sniper deployed on field, getting his first kill. Medics charging forward, trying to claim some of these rifleman casualties. He currently has 2 medic stations here. As much as I do agree with medic stations, that's maybe a little bit too close to each other. These medics are starting to go down. The medics are being gunned on down. He's doing a good job gunning them all down. Another medic station has gone down. Yeah, that's just a little bit too close. Your medic stations can drop off casualties at another nearby medic station. So you should actually spread them out. Putting one raid around here and one raid around here would give you good coverage. I think he's going for tank. Armor doctrine. He doesn't know, apparently he does not know English all too well. At least he knows that. Me doc tank. I wonder if he... I wonder if,
Can now make sticky bombs.
if he mentioned that he does not know English all too well because he doesn't want to typo chatting, or I don't know. That just sounds like somebody who has broken English and as well as making fun of broken English at the same time. Rifleman Squad does have these bars upgraded now. MP40 getting some good damage on in. Here's Sniper got his 5th kill. Medic charges way forward, trying to pick up more casualties. A couple casualties down right there. Although only one of them is alive. Another casualty right there as well. So we may see more medics charging forward. Yes, we do. These forces are all getting suppressed. Or has been suppressed. There's a landmine there deployed by this US player. Rifleman trying to stick behind that cover there. It does not have a supply yard nor a motor pool. I think that's going to be sticky bombs. No, that's frag research.
Grenades have arrived.
Over here, we got the Flame Engineers advance forward, trying to get some damage, or trying to claim up some of these sectors, but will get suppressed by the G43s. No supply yard over here either. You got the supply yard now going up. They're both pretty far away from the motor pool. Rifleman squad, engineer squad advancing on forward.
They opened up on us!
Get some good damage there on the rear armor of the armored car. Rifleman squad and flame engineers try to engage the Panzer Grenadiers. A bit of a weird dance around right there, honestly. Let's see now. The Wehrmacht player does have the Kriegsberg now pulled on the field, going for some ashes, at least on this munitions cache. Munitions point. Observation post, that's what the word I'm looking for. Rifle or sniper now efficiency 1. Is that a 30? Yeah, that is a 30 cal now deployed on the field. See about crew members. Riflemen and engineers gain some great damage from these forces. This rifle squad does get suppressed. Is there a window up the side? There is a window up the side that should be firing relatively soon. We'll be firing against these Volksgrenadiers now. Sniper does find a hit there onto the MG42. Both Volksgrenadier squads are suppressed. Oh, and the 2-2 starts bailing on in, trying to pass the gates as Sniper. Sniper right there. And does get counter-sniped, being spotted by the 2-2. Sticky bomb does connect on the 2-2. Does get damage to crit there. The 30 cal could have armor piercing rounds loaded on up, but does not get it. Volkswagen squad looks like it's about to get wiped on out. The US medic charging around to find a casualty. Finds a landmine there, and these rifleman squads charging forward into the casualty recovery bunker by MG42 in the garrison. Does throw a frag there on the PaK-40, but does only get damage, no kills. And there's also a US landmine right there. 30 cal is redeployed there. US rifleman squad receiving quite a bit of damage there. There is a... does gun down the camouflage and does gun down the PaK-38 entirely. And now pick up a camouflaged PaK-38 member right there. Multiple US landmines in this region. This medics bring on casualty back. That will get him casualty number 6. And booby trap will be successful. Or maybe not, since it's the Kettlegrad one, it has a very, very long fuse time. If it was the other, if it was a regular booby trap there, it would have gotten a significant amount more damage done. Fresh Grenadier now reformed. Does have MP40 folks, more MP40 folks there.
We are losing
This guy
ground.
picked up Pack 38. Booby trap has been tripped. 30 cal does avoid it. And it's an incendiary trap once again. Looks like this tree's been set ablaze, so now
Losing
it's cooking.
territory.
Multiple 30 cals deployed on the field, and that was a regular booby trap. Wait, how many 30 cals is he deployed out in the field? He has 3 30 cals. Why does he have so many 30 cals? He lost his sniper as well. Alpha power shoot. I think his teammate has gone for infantry doctrine now. Yes, he has. He's mentioned before he was going to go for armor doctrine. And the Pensley player, we know he's gone for support
The
earth
enemy
with the
will
booby
never be
traps.
able to match the efficiency of our support command structure.
Support command just got research. He has all the structures. He may be on for activated Panzer HQ now. He's saving up a lot of manpower probably for that, as trying to get his Panthers as well as a Hummel likely. There's a Panther research. But the Cal gains some damage right there. Rifleman squad's advanced forward, trying to deal with the garrison. I think this one has frag grenade research. Let's see how successful the frags are. And did not even do a single scratch on that engine, on that MG42, but the flamer will clear it out. Does get outside the garrison now. We got this MG40 firing away. Does fail for frag once again. Now got Panthers now being deployed out on the field. Teammate currently doesn't have anything at the moment. Got the 2 or the 3 30 cals in this region. Oh no, that's just a rifleman squad. Picks off another medic there. Looks like the Wehrmacht player has still not selected the doctrine. Doesn't have a Kampfkraft Center yet either. Could use him. He has a lot of squads in the field. There's a Kampfkraft Center now being employed on out. Very nice. 30 cows not being overrun by Panthers. He does have sticky bomb research, if I remember correctly. Pentagram now seems to fire there. And another booby trap. And this was a regular high explosive booby trap there, getting some good kills there. Over here, MP40 Volks advancing on forward. Rifleman squad is behind some heavy cover there. That is a US landmine there. Another booby trap has been spotted. And this one's going to be wiped out. Yep, dead. Two is very close to these landmines. There's no AT gun out in the field just yet. Thought I heard a landmine there. Yes, the Grenadiers do find a landmine. More casualties being claimed by the Wehrmacht player. And guess what? Why do I always get the replays that have a sniper finding a landmine? And there's the battle phase. I can go to my other computer and clip that. Wonder if that actually clips it, if I just click on that button. Grenadier squad does fall back there. Panthers pushing way forward. M10 now deployed on the field. 30 cals trying to suppress and force back some of these forces. Finds another landmine there of a Panther. 30 cal trying to show those Panthers who's boss, and failing. Though the M10 could skirmish around, there could be some rear armor hits here, but not exactly the most durable unit now, is it? Panthers' rotation speed is pretty good. Does throw some rounds down the heavy cover. And this Rifleman squad is seeing quite a bit of fire there and does get forced some back. The cow does get fully destroyed. M10s now being multiple M10s now deployed on the field. His armor is mass M10s will be very useful. M10 over here as well. The other M10s will find the wounded Panther there from the landmine. This M10 needs to fall back, so start either run away. Doesn't really have the health or damage on to really tangle the Panther like that. This M10 does receive a Pack 38 shot as well. Rifleman squad does get suppressed and pinned. M10 here. Somehow this guy still has the same amount of health. Does receive a hit there and will potentially find this Panther as well. It's getting repaired by Repair Bunker. Allied War Machines now activated. These good hits there. That one does go out of control. Trying to go for another M10 or shot there. This one needs to just suicide on in. Needs to line up shot. The other one does go down there, and the boom trap has been triggered here. That may have been another dead rifle squad because I see nothing retreat back from that region. You also have sector artillery now raining in this sector. This rifleman squad will avoid it, however, likely. Though it could be flinched around into it. And this landmine could be detonated by it as well. And when Tigan rolls on this, and it was not only the sector artillery got a good that sector artillery wouldn't kill him. It was his own landmine that killed him because some of those models were pretty far away. Ooh, and sector artillery nailed the Volksgrenadiers. Another bunker deployed on the field, likely going to be a repair bunker. Emergency tanks as well, very nice. No, he has it on the back. There's the Penta's command. And the medic finds sector artillery as well. This medic may find sector artillery. I don't think he's alive anymore, buddy. Your medic buddy is dead. Repair station now upgraded, so now he has multiple repair bunkers out in the field. Over here, we do now have these M10s now being, or more Panthers. All Panthers are alive. One of them two of them efficiency, one defense specialty, of course. Got 4 M10s versus 4 Panthers. Rifle squad received a bit of fire there. But right now, the Panthers are split up. Got an M1 ET gun here to help get some damage on in. Rotating around. Rolls a bounce there, getting some deflection damage. These M10s could swarm these guys here. I don't see landmines in this region. And those are the Wehrmacht are designed for some Panzer IVs. With the amount of Panthers on the field, or for Panzer IVs or for Austrians wouldn't be that bad. It could go for more dedicated, or it can go for a bit more specialized, or generalist. That's dedicated and specialized, the same thing in this case. Rifleman squads advance forward. Your sniper has 0 kills, so they don't know about it just yet. And sector artillery connects. M10's trying to push their way forward. Panther right here. All binds lonesome. No rifleman here to get the sticky bombs off. Sniper does get his second kill there. M10's firing away, getting some damage on the Panther. Rolls a miss there on the M10s. And one of these Panthers is a little bit wounded. Your sniper backing off. MP40 Volks falling on back. Sector artillery still raining on in. A lot of M10s in this region. Rifleman squads advancing on forward. Let's get a good snipe there to finish off the repair pioneer. There is a US landmine there, which could be very critical. The Rifleman squad needs to make sure they're not staying on top of that. Does get damage crit there. Sector artillery still running in on that sector. M10s could push on forward. There is a relatively exposed Panther here, but of course they don't know about it. Engineers trying to engage these Volksgrenadiers and MP40s, trying to get reinforced as well. M10 or M1 AT gun does get decrewed there, and the Volksgrenadier may get wiped out. And somehow sweeps up 2 members there. There's hardly any health remaining was just 4-1. Wehrmacht or US Sniper has 5 kills. Does spot the Panther here. Now's a good time to try to snipe one of these Panthers. Has 4 now pulling field. Does have efficiency 1. No additional efficiency being pulled on field. I forgot to mention as well, he's gone for Terror. Has access to the V1 and plenty of munitions, both the V1 and the Firestorm. And now Panther does get its rear armor exposed, and the M10s will take it out no problem. Get some bounces there, and the Panther didn't even get a shot off there, gave him the efficiency 1. Firestorm's been called in somewhere, I think somewhere over here. Yep, there it is. Takes out the M1 AT gun. Got still another M1 AT gun there. Gets a main gun destroyed to crit there on this Panther, trying to be repaired up by the repair pioneers. Maybe the US player could be a bit more progressive with the M10s. Flame Engineers trying to take after this point and getting annihilated by the MP40 folks. Now let's wipe him out there.
We have gained the momentum on the
Rocket
field.
Squad
We are losing ground.
trying to get to the point. Motorcycle deployed on the field, trying to hunt down snipers. Ooh, there was a lot of kills there. I'm not sure by what really though. Ah, it's this Panther 4 getting spread kills there. 5 kills. We do have now multiple Panzer 4s on the field. I'm trying to say the word M. There's a landmine here deployed by the Wehrmacht player. Does not get detonated to damage the engine of the Panzer 4. Motorcycle patrolling around trying to find the
300
sniper,
points left.
which is right here. Go past upon the V1 in this region. Miles are going to cool down, and it's relatively cheap to deploy out as well. And motorcycle does go down to a US landmine. And there goes the US sniper to a Panzer 4 shot. And there goes another US sniper to a Panther shot. There is a Wehrmacht landmine there. Bunker deployed, another bunker deployed on field, so got a lot of repair bunkers. At least 2, soon to be 3. Over here, M10's pushing way forward. Little spot, Panzer Grenadiers there. We got something to pull out here. It is a mortar half-track. We'll be destroying the flak Irvings. We'll draw the force, this entire force here, so the M10s over here can get a great flank. M1 AT gun not far enough forward to push on forward or to hit these forces. Oh, there's the V1 rocket run. I am not sure onto where, maybe over here. And the Rifleman squad does avoid it in time. It's good hits on the M10s. Got the mortar half-track getting focused now. Got a few repair acting activated. There's a lot of M10s on the field. Panzer 4 not in the region. More Panthers being deployed over here. Field repairs doing some great work. There's the Panzer 4s actually. Only efficiency 2 at the moment. Panther sees some times there. There goes an M10. Allied War Machine has now been activated. May get a short crit there. These 3 may just want to start backing off. Those 2 does go down, so get them recovered. The short engine crit there. May get a short crit there. He can perhaps finish that one off. They're in the Panzer Elite base, so you can perhaps also get a Bergen together to recover some of these guys. I think we've got a off-hard shoot coming on in by the other US player. Let's take out that one. The additional rounds could potentially allow to destroy the carcass as well.
Our base is under attack.
And these M10s just skirting around, trying to avoid additional damage. And the carcass does get fully destroyed. M10s moving around. This one does push on forward. These ones are still skirting around. Could get some good hits there onto this one. This M10 skirting around, get some rear armor hits over in this one. Rolls a bounce there. It's out of control with that one. Out of control, destroyed engine right there. Still gets a shot there. Mortar Hatcher could go down. Broken Tegan can recover that one. Damage and crit there. None of the Panzer IVs have been destroyed. So they're a little bit wounded. Ain't got a short crit there. Needs to focus on that one. Patrick does connect. He does take out that one there. This one could potentially escape on out of there. M10's charging on forward. And a Broken Tegan would probably be a good idea. Let's see if he has one on the build queue. Don't see on the build queue. And these Panzer IVs need repairs. The remaining, there's Panthers could get some touch-ups as well. There's a crush there on that M10. Good hit there on the M10 there. And this one did actually mean to skip on out there. M2 firing away, not sure where. Trying to hit these wounded Panzer IVs, looks like. Panthers making their counterattack there, trying to overrun these M10s. These guys are, one's wounded, the other one's at full health. M1 AT gun fires shot there, rolls a miss, going for a sticky bomb on these guys. Boot trap has been activated, not reacting to it, so it may wipe out that squad. Grenade or nope, sticky bomb does connect, damage to crit there. M1 T gun's gonna be firing away. That engineer does escape on out there, probably lost a couple models there. Another M1 AT gun here, throws out another sticky bomb there, finds that landmine there. And so they got all these guys have damage into crit. So these guys are basically just dead. Firestorm not running on it. This M1 AT gun will likely go down. Or maybe not. Special 2 there. So a good hit there, and it does get decrewed and fully destroyed. Does sticky bomb there. Destroyed engine crit. And trick on the Grenadier. Repick the bar. AT gun does get decrewed there. This Panther does go down. Panzer IV still need more repairs. AT gun are now receiving some more damage there. Gun itself is almost destroyed. Panzer Faust fires, does not destroy the gun. Rolls on this there, destroys the AT gun entirely. Rifleman squad now advance forward, trying to throw a sticky bomb to this force. M10's just hanging out in his teammate's base, needs repairs, lots of repairs. Panzer IV's advancing forward, still not very healthy. Does get some good shots there, taking out that rifleman. Ain't got a short crit there on the Panther. Panther does go down to the AT gun. Veteran C2 Panther now, or M1 AT go. M1 AT gun. There's Panzer IV needs to fall back out of there.
That is our enemy.
And there goes that Panzer IV. Volks Grenadiers and Red Grenadiers advancing forward. Fresh Rifleman squad just popped on out. And eventually 2 AT gun looks like will get decrewed. Grenade was thrown on top of Medic, taking him out.
An enemy unit has fallen to our might.
Now the Veteran C2 M1 AT gun does go down. Pantrix does connect onto the Medic station. And looks like the MP40 squad will need to be fall back sooner rather than later. Goes to Panzer Faust into it, does not take it out. Panthers push way forward, trying to get over on these forces. Still needs some repairs.
Battle group has arrived and is now available for deployment.
May need to use the Allied War Machine. He does not have enough munitions for Allied War Machine. His teammate does lose his M2. AT gun trying to rotate around M10s, which ones had nope, not even the one with the guns up and going. Does use field repair there, trying to get the guns up and going. The guns are now all up and going. 5 so seems to fire there, getting caught up in terrain, crushing the terrain. Does get damage and crit there on that one, needs to skirmish around. This one still has plenty of health, so he will save the Glide Beat. That Panther does go down. These Panthers full health, this one's nearly at full health. Allied War Machines are very useful at keeping these guys top of health. Now got a Ranger, gets a bounce there. Rolls a miss there. Does sort of slow him down a little bit there with the bumper cars. 5 receives some damage there. Ranger rolls a bounce. And now the Panther is just trying to focus on the Calliope. Gets another hit there, but the M10s will take that one out. They eventually won on one M10s. Both these Panzer IVs have full health. We've got fresh pack 38 as well. Kaliningrad, I'm not sure. Let's take a quick look at the top and see who has what resources. This US player has no manpower, no munitions, plenty of fuel. The armor player has some manpower, some munitions, some fuel. The Wehrmacht player has some manpower, decent munitions reserve since he's almost close enough for a Firestorm and or V1 if it gets off cooldown. No fuel. And the Wehrmacht player or the Panzer player does have a decent reserve of manpower, looks like eyeing for the Panthers. Plenty of munitions for sector artillery and plenty of fuel. Another Panzer IV, another Pak 38. We've got a sniper here, another booby trap here. He may receive that one, but it's exploding far away. And the rifle squad gets annihilated by the Panzer IV. Sector artillery now running in this sector here. And focus on that Ranger squad. M10s are down south and not pushing forward at the moment. The riflemen are getting annihilated by the sector artillery and by the Panzer IVs. Rifle squads have been annihilated. There goes the Ranger as well. And we also got Firestorm there. That Firestorm was not needed.
Reinforcement completed. Form up.
This US player only has a single AT gun there. He does have self-map combat group, which will give him a good number of forces. He's saying not to form the leave. He still believes they can win the game. No supply. There is the off-map combat group giving another AT gun, which is good. Rifleman's good, and 2 30 cals at this point in time. Put the 30 cals in defensive positions, help secure the flanks, and that's about it. Those 30 cals are not going to be useful. One may be useful over here to support his machine gun placement, but not two. US sniper pushing forward does spot the M10s, not M10s, Panzer IVs for the M10s. We got 5 M10s here. One of them is quite darkened, scorched, but full health. Calliope barrage running on, get some good damage there. Boom trap right there. Engineers are getting annihilated. He's still focusing hitting these and focusing over here. Does spot the Hummel there. Now here comes the M10s advancing forward. Does lose one of the M10s. Does that Allied War Machine? He did not get that one recovered. That one does get recovered. A lot of damage right there. One of the Panzer IV does go down. Now Allied War Machine has expired because of being consumed. And he will lose all... Oh, there's a sector artillery gains a lot of damage right there. It also got off-map power shoot running on it, I believe. 18 guns advancing forward, gains some great damage. I think sector artillery is still going, right? No, sector artillery has expired. So these 18 guns will get some great shots there. Pushing forward, needs to fall back for that Panzer IV. Cal now firing away. He has 8 command points that may be enough for the King Tiger. I'm not sure how far he went down that line. Boom trap triggered there. Does avoid with his 30 cal.
We are prepared to do precisely as ordered.
The Wehrmacht player has plenty of force. The Panzer League player has, of course, the Hummel. As well as a handful of Panzer Grenadiers. Got the Calliope's charging forward, trying to crush this Volksgrenadiers beneath those treads.
The enemy has moved against one of Germany's victory points.
And one ET gun is destroyed by sector artillery once again. This VP has been captured by the US player. And the US players do have more VPs than their opponent. Another pair of Panthers now deployed on the field. Firing away, trying to get some damage onto these Panzer Grenadiers. Well, then this gets pressed. And one ET gun does get decrewed. He needs to pull out another off-map combat group relatively soon. Looks like he did and got more 30 cals. Oh boy, he got 2 riflemen and a AT gun's good, but 30 cals. He really don't need more 30 cals. He could stand to get out on a Hellcat or M10 depending what he has selected. So like some of these carcasses being destroyed, because it looks like they're M10 carcasses. The Wehrmacht player has not been recovering, salvaging them. He's now salvaging the M10 there. He's leaving the Panzer IV carcass there. The Panzer player should probably go for a Bergantiga. I think there's still a... Yeah, there's a Panther carcass there. And as well as a Panzer IV carcass. It's probably a good idea to go for a Bergantiga. Some good damage there onto the M10. The M10 will likely go down. And goes down as well. Sniper finding some shots there. MP40 folks trying to advance forward. Here, Light Barrage running on in. Does prevent this point from being decaptured or recaptured. Panthers do receive quite a bit of beating there as well. MP40 folks squad does get annihilated. I think there was a frag grenade in that mix. And there's a firestorm as well. Oh, there goes the sniper. No, those are both 30 cal models, weren't they? Medic trying to pick up that guy and will not be scorched. Nope, never mind. Burnt alive. Grenadiers advancing forward, trying to get some damage on the rifle squad. Does get suppressed. 30 cal squad advancing forward as well. Not set up in proper position. Another 30 cal squad being set up on the field. Gets a decent frag grenade there.
Enemy unit down.
Asks his teammate to pull out some M1 AT guns. He saved him for another off-map combat group. He may get lucky for AT guns. Are all the AT guns over here destroyed? There's this one can be recruited. Looks like Rifle Squad trying to pick that one up, or maybe the bar. Couple more casualties being reclaimed there. Salvaging up more of the M10 carcasses. That should give him quite a bit of munitions there. And next off-map combat group is 30 cal rifleman and M10 and 60mm mortar. 60mm mortar could be useful. Put it right there and let it just chuck some rounds over here. 3 Panzer IVs here. Let's see how much
Forces are taking cash.
munitions he has that stored up with the salvaging there. He does have enough for a V1. V1's off cooldown. 30 cal battery get overran. 5 piece there. We got 3 M10s this region. Pack 38 getting some good shots there. And the Panzer Grenadiers or Panzer IVs are a little bit wounded. Getting some shots there on the MG emplacement. Now do got Calliope Barrage missing his M10 mostly. Got this Calliope Barrage running on in. Does decrew the Pack 38. Getting some damage there onto those Panzer IVs. We also got the King attacking out on field. M10 skirting around and 1 gun sitting on up. Does the team just spam out more M10s? Not M10s. And 180 guns. Getting some shots there. Trying to go for... Does get sticky bomb there. Main gun destroyed there. Firestorm does connect. Destroyed engine crit. Not a death crit there. Main gun destroyed. Destroyed engine there. There goes. Out of control now. Transports the forward. Overrunning the 30 cals. 30 cal does go down
The enemy
there.
has 300 points.
Oh, wait, no, it's the, yeah, the US players are now less than 300 points. The Wehrmacht player, the Axis players only have 102 tickets. And it looks like 30 cal will be exploded by incendiary trap. And Pens can push on forward to get some hits there onto these Panzer IVs. They're all quite damaged. King Tigers advancing forward as well. 5 Ps have Veterancy 1, Veterancy 0. Does take out one of the M1 AT guns there. He's saving for another off-map combat group. He's just trying to pull as much as he can. He's not following his teammates' quest of pulling out just more AT guns individually. Gets great hits there onto these Panzer IVs, as was on the King Tiger. Panzer IV almost went down there. Panther push way forward. This one does not have an interest there. Sniper camouflage, but uncamouflaged.
Weapons team ready.
Sniper trying to decapture the central point. Now there's triple capture against the allies. And this US player just flying out mass snipers. And he got a T-17, an M10, a rifleman, and a 30 cal. Again, how many 30 cals he's got? He's got like a 30 cal every single deployment. Sniper does fall back there. King Tiger is a little bit wounded. Mortar smoke raining on in. Very nice. Gotta use that mortar somehow. He's peeling off some of his M10s, trying to hit off the Kettenkrad. Rolls a miss there. Hence 4s are all still quite wooden, barring one. It's at full health. He must want to have found all the engineers or pioneers. M10's push way forward. Got these Calipes ready perhaps for a barrage. Panther does receive a sticky bomb there. His own M10's now being forward. Rolls a bounce there, fully immobilized. So T-17 and M10 are going to try to flank it.
Enemy unit down.
M10 does push on forward. Does hit the Panther over here. Getting efficiency 1. M10's advance forward. Calliope barrage is raining on in. King Tiger's almost down. Seeing quite a bit of damage right there. War Hatcher could go down. Allied War Machine's been activated. Got these guys engaged in advance forward. Main gun destroyed. Destroyed engine crit. This main gun destroyed as well. M10's advance forward with the Allied field repair active. King Tiger's about to go down. It does go down there. Efficiency 2. M10 with field repair activated. Destroyed engine crit there. Panther's advancing on forward. A lot of Panzer IVs here. More of these M10s started going down. All of them went down, barring the 2 recovered ones down here. Dead forces over here. Oh, and sector artillery is still raining on in.
The enemy's after our victory point.
Gonna grab iron to capture this point there.
The enemy is down to 100 points.
Kaliningrad does capture the central sector.
We have territory cut off from supply.
And it's not pushing forward, getting some hits there on these Calliopes. Right now, this US player is trying to save his manpower from another off-map combat group. This one does not have enough munitions for field repair. Get some damage there on the Panthers, trying to pick them off one at a time. Now these intensity have fallen back. They're receiving some damage there. Panther truck does connect. Calliope barrage just roll and miss there. Calliope barrage rolls and miss there. Fresh M10 now point view. Body blocks on one. Mega destroyed crit there.
200 points.
This one does see some fire there. Sniper's getting some shots on in. Calliope receiving some damage there. Damage should crit on that one. Calliope's receiving more and more fire. He needs a bit more munitions for field repair. He could use it for repair up everything. Rolls a miss there. This one's not being focused on down. Gets a bounce there and does go down. Sticky bomb does connect on his teammate. Destroyed engine crit. So it's basically easy pickers there. Mortar gets the main gun destroyed crit. Now that he got his own M10 space forward from that. Oh, that off-map combat group got 2 M10s this time. So it's actually a good off-map combat group. Also rifleman and another 30 cal. That's like 30 cal number 6 from off-map combat group. Out of control as well. Main gun destroyed. So he got 2 M10s. He does lose both those Panthers. This Panzer IV has killed 1 light vehicle, no light vehicles, 7 kills, so these guys have not really engaged armor all too well, but has done some decent work for his infantry. Sector artillery in this sector here. M10 firing some shots there, but rolling some misses. And Rifle Squad is seeing a bit of damage there. M10's charging forward, trying to get some more damage on in. And gets a rear armor hit there.
Engineer Corps.
Ooh, Sniper's getting ripped apart.
One of our snipers is KIA.
Sniper's now falling on back. He's a bit more fuel, I guess, for more M10s. That's why he's building up so many snipers. Another allied or off-map combat groups with point of view. He does not have manpower force engineer. Henceforth, maybe want to focus on the wounded M10. It is not the moment. Try to get some crushes here. Some hits there. These Panzer Force now advancing forward, and does take up both those M10s now. Sector artillery, I think I took them out. And that 30 cal goes down to a pair of Hummels. We got, looks like 4 or 5 repair bunkers here. 6 repair bunkers, right? Or that was not upgraded just yet. Act 38, captured up by some engineers and have been destroyed. And here comes an Alpha power shoot trying to get some damage on in. First round rolls a miss, and M10's trying to fall away. Gets a good hit there. 5 piece could try to get a barrage on these M10s, but they're a little bit too close. They're trying to run away now. Panthers push away forward. More M10s here. 2 of them severely wounded. So I need to use munitions for field repairs. I don't think he has any engineers. 30 cows have been decrewed. Another off-map combat group. This time it is 2 riflemen injured and an AT gun. That's actually a good one for him. He needs the riflemen. He needs the AT guns. Field repair not active by the armor player. There's a lot of Panzer IVs. Let's take out all the Panzer IVs now. Panther still gets some damage on in. This one does damage and crit there. Destroyed engine crit on the one of the M10s. And we'll go down shortly. Not enough munitions for Allied War Machine. Field repairs all cooldown, so doesn't have munitions for it. Takes out another Panzer IV there. There's short engine crit there. These Panzer IVs are starting to be picked on off. There's a lot of down carcasses there. There's also the carcass of the King Tiger. Why is there no Bergantiga to get that recovered? That's a King Tiger. Use the Bergantiga to recover it. There's enough repair bunkers to get it quickly repaired up once it gets built or rebuilt. Pantrucks advancing on forward. I've got 2 Pantrucks here, and both of them have bars, I believe. M10's now falling back. Flypeep rocket barrage raining on in. Takes out one of the Panther carcasses there. Or is that an M10 carcass? I honestly can't tell anymore. Those carcasses are very similar. Pioneers do go down. Rifle squad does capture the point quickly, and now trying to maybe get a sticky bomb off. Nope, not getting a sticky bomb off. Will get ripped apart quickly. Mortar does get hit there on the damage engine 1. Main got a short crit as well. AT gun. Not sure where the ranges are at the moment. 1 Panther does go down. Fresh Panzer IV advancing on forward. No Bergantiga there. Panther receives some fire. Panther backing on off. Do got some good shots there on the Panther. That one does go down there. Now got the Pershing, fresh Pershing on the field, or not so fresh because that's Special C1. Another Panther does go down. Another M10 goes down. Panzer IV is now being repaired on up. Got the AT gun in this region. Still no Bergantiga. Your sniper has been spotted there. And sector artillery is raining the sector, so that M1 AT gun may find it relatively soon. 5 barrage is raining on in, trying to hit these Grenadiers. If they get some good works there, as well as take out 1 of the Petrograds.
Attention, the enemy advances.
Eyeing a barrage in this general region there. M1 AT gun does avoid both it and the sector artillery. Does not avoid that sector artillery shot. And the Allies or Axis players are down to 56 tickets, and there's a triple capture against them. And he has no Panzer Grenadiers or Kettengrad. He has a pair of Grenadiers who needs to immediately be redeployed on the field. Does get a fresh squad of Grenadiers. He needs to use that to capture some sectors. There's a 30 cal right there, so that won't go down anytime soon. He's been getting a lot of them from off-map combat groups. Off-map combat groups, he got lucky again with another pair of M10s, as well as a rifleman. Mortar, not so much. But it can be decent in trying to hold these VPs at this point in time, so it does have a niche role at this moment. Booby trap over here, does find it. Grenadiers 90 captured this point now. Got a fresh pair of Panthers. These are Wehrmacht landmines. Very nice.
Must turn to battle immediately.
M10 does force back the Grenadiers. Now there's only double capture against the Axis players. 30 Cal getting overran. Rifleman squad trying to throw a sticky bomb over here. He does have enough munitions for the V1 rocket run. Might as well just cast on top of the Pershing if the Pershing's not going to move. Let's get those sticky bomb down the Panthers. Damage and crit there. Good hits there on one. Good focus fire there from both sides. It does take out that M10 now. Good hits there. Good hit there. And now the Axis players down to the last two tickets. So next countdown. Oh, triple capture to finish off as well. This is Grade saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay. So as I mentioned beforehand, that's going to be my last replay for tonight. I'm getting a bit tired, so I need to get some rest. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening, get some good rest, and enjoy.